everyone, and welcome back to All the Mods 10. In the last episode, we did a little bit of automation. A pretty simple thing, which was sort of the main focus, and that was setting up automated soul sand. So over here, this guy makes us soul sand using sand that we automated up here. We also added andesite to our list of things that we have. As you can see, oh yeah, I guess I got a worse block generator. That's fine. We've got plenty. Another thing we did is in this direction over here somewhere, we've got this set up. Time crystal clusters growing on a budding time crystal block. Now, this guy slowly, and it kind of looks like he already has, loses his time power, or whatever it's called. He should be green with time. And he's made some clusters. I don't know if we've picked up any time crystals. No. Oh, okay. So apparently the rate at which you get them, these wibbly wobbly timey wimey stuff, isn't quick enough. So, I mean, you might be that's what you guys might be doing. We need to get it working. So, we have a tier 1 simple swapper, simple dimple swapper, and we essentially need a better one. So, we also did some enchanting table stuff. I'm pretty sure that happened this episode, because we had to do some fishing to get like the enchanting to get a budding amethyst to turn it into this, essentially. Okay, so advanced swapper uses a normal swapper. Now, my understanding is that we need 2 of these regardless. Like, it's just sort of, it's a thing we need. So I'm going to make a bunch of this, which means I will likely need a little bit of this. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, one thing we haven't done in a little while, which we need to do, is we need to automate or swap these into compressed doohickeys. And I'm thinking compressed might be the play. So for example, not compressed, sorry, compacting. If we grab a compacting drawer, oh, there's a simple compacting drawer, this guy. Let's grab 2 of these and test it. So if I place that there and I were to grab out a stack of these and place them in, yeah, perfect. Okay, cool. So we're going to go ahead and like swap this out, for example. So we'll grab that. That becomes that. This guy, we do have to empty somehow. Let's go at functional, grab these out. So we want it to be locked. We do want it to be linked. There we go. And so it should use that now for storage. We can grab out our upgrades and chuck them on. And then, I don't know if this is the play, but I kind of think this is just what I do. And we'll just manually move this stuff in. To be honest, probably faster to just set up like a pipe to do this. But, you know, it's a small little drawer. The other drawers we're definitely going to have to use a pipe. But we can go in here, right click. I'm trying to double right click because it's meant to put everything in. But I can hold right click. There we go. This might be a little bit better. We'll see how we go. I could have sworn that like double right clicking. Yeah, there you go. It moves everything in your inventory. Cool. Awesome. So now we have the combs in the system. That's sort of the main thing I was after. Let's go ahead and unlock this, punch out that, and we now have an empty drawer. Yay. Oh, I had a void upgrade. Boop, boop, boop. Perfect. Okay, so I would like to do that with all of the drawers, to be honest. So I think the solution is that we break them and we just place them down and sort of deal with them that way. So that looks pretty good. Yeah, we'll do it for this as well. Might as well. Any other combs? I don't think so. Either that or I'm blind. Both of which definitely a possibility. Cool. So what I'm thinking we do is place like this down, this down, this down. Cool. That one looks to be empty. And then we grab these. We place this down, this down, this down, and we just pipe them across. Right? Flawless strategy. So we go pipe. We grab out that. Grab out at least one of these. Let's remove whatever config it did have. We'll pretend that that's perfectly fine. Okay, cool. So what is this, by the way? This is Skulk. This is Draconic. This is Ancient. Okay, so they are different. They're just all very dark, difficult to see. So if I do this and that, well, actually, if I just have these connected and then do this, that should make my job easier. So now if I do that, ideally that would work. It's not, but I think if I just do that, then it begins working. Awesome. That and that. Cool. And so if I chuck... That should just go in when I right click, I thought. But now that guy's empty. See, it will take a little bit of time. So I suppose we'll get this guy going. By the time we got it set up, it's pretty much not needed. Well, it still is. All right, so these don't have upgrades in them, meaning that they're full. Let's go upgrade. Once again, you don't need a crazy amount of upgrades, honestly. Like, I'm just using these copper ones still, and they're crazy. So I'm going to put 2 in here. And it's the amount that it stores. 295,000 combs. That's crazy. I should get a bunch of these. I should have them in the requester. That's probably the real strat, but that's okay. Chuck that in there. That's a decent amount. Cool. I know we have some in here, but they need to be empty before I can take their upgrades, or at least that's my understanding of it. Things like the void upgrades, we probably do want at least 1 in each. Pow, pow, pow. Just so that when they are full, extra stuff gets voided and doesn't clog up our system horrifically. Which may be taking place. For example, Skulk didn't have it, which is what this guy is. And neither did Ancient. So if we search in here, we've got Skulk combs, but as you can see, we shouldn't. It's been taken out, or at least it's meant to be taken out. So all of these combs are actually kind of, we don't want them in the system, to be quite frank with you. Now, if I hold Control and click Q, nothing really happens. If I hold Q and click, I'm trying to think of what the best way to do that is. And it's probably just with an exporter. So I guess we'll start with that. So we'll take this guy, bring him over to the network. I'll just place, I think we could have it up here. Let's grab an exporter. Export bus. Cool. Once again, ideally, I want the better one because I think even just like extended export buses, if they exist, I would think that they're faster. Because they do, like, see, it takes some acceleration cards anyway. We'll test it. We'll see how we go. So I'm just gonna place this. We will grab a cable, like so. Export bus will go there. We of course want it to be doing Skulk. We then, yeah, it's got plenty of stuff. We want some acceleration cards and power. So as a result, stuff should get taken out. We can search Skulk, see how fast it's happening. It's not the slowest thing. It's not the fastest thing. Oh, another Easter egg. Awesome. Okay. It is pretty slow though. Like that honestly is pretty pathetic. Let's grab, I think there was a piston involved. Export bus extended. 2 pistons, a formation core. Formation core. Awesome. Let's get a few of these just so that that's happening. Awesome. Awesome source. Let's break this. Perfect. And go ahead and upgrade it. So pow, 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 pow. Should at least make one of them. Very nice. Extended export bus. Cool. I've got some acceleration cards. Let's now retest this. So, pow. By default, what are we dealing with here? Or has it already done it? I haven't told it to do Skulk. Okay. Let's have a look. Okay, not fast at all is the answer. But if I chuck in some acceleration cards, is this even faster? I don't know. I almost don't think so. Maybe. Either way, it's done. So we'll pretend that we're happy with that. Cool. So before we get more of it showing up, let's go and add this back to our drawer storage and link it up and do all that fun stuff. So we'll chuck it there. We'll lock it and link it. So locked and linked. Cool. Ideally, stuff will go in here first. We do have it set insertion higher priority first. So yeah, it'll fill those up first is what we've got it set to. Cool. How are these guys? They're empty as well. So this is honeycomb and this is ancient comb. So if we search honeycomb, we have some in the system, not much. So I don't think we have to care about it. And for ancient, same thing. So these have pretty much been doing their job. Is my take on that situation. So we can chuck them there and there. We can go ahead and lock them and add them in as well. Cool. So then these ones we will unlock, remove that, and then ideally also remove the upgrades. Pow. Cool. That looks good to me. Pow, pow, pow. All right, nice. The reason why I wanted to do that before we did anything else, like before we went and continued our job here, is that we have a honeycomb dude in here. And he should be processing the blocks, the bricks, the blocks, the honeycomb comb, these guys. So essentially that's what I want to do. I want to get that, the skulk and the draconic at least flowing again. So power. Okay. I thought it would go into the other side. That's fair. You know, that's on me. I'll take that one. If we place these here, like so, then that should work. We can say a stack, please, for each of these. And it'll keep a stack in here, which will allow it to pull a stack in here, which will allow this guy to run. He currently has speed upgrades. I will say that although I don't want to get too far into the bees already, we do have speedier upgrades already. So if I chuck that in there, it should be even faster, which is pretty cool. In saying that, Nether Star, yeah. Okay. But yeah, pretty cool, eh? So, that should do its thing. Do we have any wither predictions? Did we end up doing that? We have a withered bracelet. We have a wither trophy, a skeleton data set. Nah, okay, cool. But yeah, so that should hopefully get us some stuff. Cool, essentially. Alrighty. Now, I will say, I don't currently have any audio. Can I get some audio? There we go. I don't know if you guys had audio that whole time either, but we do now. That's not the right one. That's the right one. But yeah, I guess we do now. Okay. So that's going to run. While that's running, let's set up this new fun themagy. So we'll jump over here. Yeah, essentially I wanted Skulk because I figured we might run out of it at some point doing all this stuff. Pow. Skulk. There we go. It should be doing its thing. Fingers crossed. What do we need next? So this is for the swapper. The advanced swapper. Eclipse alloy. So this stuff you get by smelting this, which you get from this, which you get from a block of netherite. Also a good reason we set that up for the ancient stuff. So we should be able to do shapeless here. That should get all of them. Awesome. And obviously I've got my smelter. Pow. Okay, so what are we looking at for netherite? We have a bunch of ingots. We should be getting a bunch of scrap. We've got a bunch of gold. Win, win, win. I'm going to make a ridiculous amount. Probably more than we need to, but it is what it is. And yeah, as I mentioned in past 2 episodes, still a little bit sick, so occasionally a cough might sneak into the episode or a sniffle or something, so I apologize, but we'll see how we go. This should be working, is my understanding. Slight chance that it's not? Okay. Cool. So that's a decent amount. Let's go ahead and just smelt that up. Wonderful. Let's go back into swapper territory. So we want an observer. We want to make another simple swapper. Pow. We then want to make 2 advanced swappers. Perfect. Now we want an advanced one because we want to bring not only the middle crystal to the other dimensions, but we want to bring the crystal clusters as well. Otherwise, word on the street is that they break. So we're going to destroy that and place down our swapper. It does need power. Grr. Do we have... How much power you reckon it needs? Because I was wondering if we have wireless power, which we do. These wireless basic block chargers. We could totally just use this. It does 200 RF per tick per block. The main reason I was saying we could do that is so that I don't have to put a gate on it somewhere. You know what I mean? For example, I could slap this guy down here, chuck that on it. That looks cozy, and it charges this, right? Alright, either way, let's get this going. So we have the preview here, and what we want to do is we want to have the radius of it go up at least 2. Oh, there we go. Sorry, yeah, at least 2. So there we go. Takes 1 block, 2 block up. We then also want it to go in the X direction once and the Z direction once. And that gives us a nice 3x3. I say once, but click twice because it does increments of 0.5. But there we go. Now, what I should say is if we lower this to 1 and increase this, there we go. That's what we want to do. Because it was going to bring the dirt and stuff, I think. So 1, 1, 1 for the radius. That's a 3x3. And then for the Y offset, we want it to go 2 blocks up. So instead of being where that block is, it goes 1 block up, then 2 blocks up. Make sense? Hopefully. Fingers crossed. And the other benefit is it's not grabbing anything else. We don't have an ender gate in here. It's only what we want, which is perfect. Cool. He's got a pretty big buffer. There's no I guess you could add a deny list or an allow list and say, hey, just only take these blocks. Not a bad idea as well. Then you can have a massive range. So this guy's set to need a pulse. How are we going to do this then? Like, we could do manually, but we kind of want it to know. Because the problem is as well that this is always a budding time crystal block. It doesn't actually change name or anything. Now, there was a book. By the way, the book from Direwolf's mod, am I crazy or is it just disappearing? Like, we don't have it again. Do we have a library somewhere? Like, am I actually crazy? We have a ruined book. We have some taboo books. What's happening here? We don't have it on us. There's a chance I dropped it, but I would have thrown it in here. Guide? Oh. Why didn't it? Did it show up when I did at Dire? No, it didn't. At just. You know what? It mustn't be from the mod, maybe. It must be from a different mod that sneakily pretends that it's this mod. Because then if I search guide, we've got the guide. I don't know. Either way, we'll pretend that's okay. Alrighty, so if I shift right click on this guy, we should learn about it. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, it can be used to send all baby animals to another location. Wow. That's pretty cool. Okay. Interesting. Filtering using the creature catcher allows you to be more precise. Capture a blue sheep or axolot and specify compare blah blah blah. Learn blue sheep and get teleported. Denied all sheep except blue ones. Okay. Let's check the crystal. Nope, that's not how that works. Let's go entry index. Time crystals. Continue. Move them all together. Okay, but how? How do we know? Interesting. I'm trying to figure out if there's like a tell that you could have done to know when to pulse this guy to move things. But that's okay. Oh, you know what? We actually need 3 of these, right? It needs to go overworld, nether, end. Okay, yeah. All right. Let's make all of them. Because we need to bind them together as well, apparently. So, how do we think we do this? Not bound. Okay. Bind. Do the bind. Blah, 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 blah. When bound. Okay. When bound. Ah, yes. Allow me to bind. What are you talking about? No bound. Okay. I mean, there must be the wrench or something must do it, right? Let's go wrench. Let's do at dire wrench. Ferrocore wrench. Let's have a look. Link swappers. Perfect. Okay. So we'll make one of these. We'll place these down. Bound. Okay. Hold on. Okay. They're now separate. If we go in here, not bound. Ha! Ha! Bound. Bound to overworld. Okay. Bound to overworld. Bound to overworld. Not bound. 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 Oh, okay. Okay. I think I understand. I think that... No, I don't understand. No, I thought I didn't. I think we'll just have to try it. I think as painful as this might be, we're just going to have to go for it and see what we can figure out. So we'll jump into the nether. I don't remember what our nether setup looks like. Okay, yeah, this is doable. We can make this work. So, let's go small square. Just clear out a little bit of something here. Just so that we have a little bit of thinking space. Okay, so I'm going to place a swapper here. We don't have anything. Okay, hold on. Let's at least grab some gates. I'm probably just going to put gates on them in this dim. I mean, I suppose I could go underneath if we want it to be sneaky a little bit, maybe. Can we get some netherite? Oh, no, we don't have the thing set. Whatever. Okay, he's powered up. He's not bound. Now he's bound. Okay, and there's a pulse that needs to take place. So, if we're home... Wait. Show radius. Huh? I thought it was bound. Okay. Let's see. Let's have a look here. Okay. Pow. Pow. No? Why? Gah! Okay. Listen, we've got this. We've got this. So I think that I bind this to the one in here. That's my guess. Pow. We do render. And it undoes all of this. Okay. Bound to nether. I'm just going to give it a shot. Let's go button. Okay. That's progress. Well, that's a problem. I think that this is kind of okay. As in, I think it's fine if a netherrack in the middle comes with. The problem is everything else. Let's try this again. See, that's pretty good. The benefit of netherrack coming with is that it looks as though, if for some reason this doesn't go with, that it doesn't break. All right, so what I'm going to do now is we're going to head back again and sort of see what we've done. Okay, so the reason the time crystal doesn't come with is because that's happening. So what we want to do is remove that for whatever reason and send that up to. There we go. Okay. We can attempt to tidy this up a little bit. It brought the button with as well. That explains where that kept going. Okay. And then I do actually want, yeah, I want that in the middle as its little placeholder. Okay, cool. Wonderful. So, we go back home. Now, the redstone thing seems to be a problem because if I click this, the button goes, right? Yeah. Now, is that a problem if the button is also here? No. Look at that. And it's taking the crystal with? That's pretty good. Okay, okay. Okay. Now, here's my problem. This is bound to the nether. They're linked. I don't think I can then link a third one. I think I need 2 more. 4 more. Huh? Look, I'll tell you what, I might be doing this wrong. But kind of just is what it is. Because what I'm thinking is, in order to get it to now go into the end, I'm going to have to bind this somewhere different. No, well, this is bound to the overworld. Can you do a round robin? No, that wouldn't make sense. No, well, it could. Let me do a test by doing what? Hold on. So has that now unbound this one? Sorry if you guys know what you're doing. No, this is still bound. Okay. Sure. Let's just go into the end, sorry. Set this up and I guess see what happens, right? What have we done? We have a way out here. Awesome. So I'm going to put this guy on the roof. No, the roof isn't symmetrical. Okay, we're going to place it outside here. So it is going to go here. Okay. It is going to be 2 up. It's going to be 1, 1, 1. Beautiful. I'd love to do that. 1 second. Thank you. I'd love to do this. Okay. And so then I want to right click this. And then I want to go home. Please. Let me go home. And I want to right click on... No. I want to go to the nether. I want to go to the nether. And I want to right click here. This is now bound to the end. Is this now unbound or still bound to the nether? That's the test I wanted to check. This is now unbound. Okay, cool. So that's not what I want to do. We do need an extra few swappers. Let's go ahead and the whole portal noise. Let's not do that sound anymore, shall we? Okay. Cool. So sorry. My deepest condolences. Boom. That's now bound to the nether. Cool. Right click it, it goes to the nether. Awesome. We then want to, in the nether, place another swapper. So we want probably a few more observers. I'm pretty sure we want 2 more of each of these, which is apparently a problem. We'll cross that bridge soon. So in this guy, we want another, which I guess can go above. So we'll place this guy here. This guy will render. This guy will not render. This guy will be -2, 1, 1, 1. Perfect. He will get his gate on that side. He's a lucky boy. In terms of the CEO of buttons, it's fine. Oh yeah, because like we're gonna have to detect when to send. Oh, this is gonna be annoying, guys. How do we know when you're done? Do you think it emits redstone? Like a pulse? So like we could sacrifice one side to be like a comparator, you know what I mean? Oh, okay, but before we continue, just in case we need to redesign everything, can I get a block reader from Integrated Dynamics, please? Boom. Let's grab a logic cable. Okay. Now, I happen to know... Oh, it's not here. It's through... Well, I mean, it might pretty much be there. But through this portal, we had a little sneak peek to a place, right? I believe so. I think. So... We placed... Yeah, this guy here. Now, I'm wondering... Is there a way to read what this guy is? It's a block. It's a budding time crystal. No light level. Okay. Cool. Interesting. Budding time crystal block. Interesting. I want to see when this changes. If maybe it emits a light level. Maybe it does anything. Let's very quickly go back. Don't change on me. I need to test you. I'm going to get a comparator. And we're going to see if it works. Let's go comparator. Oh. Let's grab one of those. Let's grab some redstone, just in case it just emits a pulse. And then let's get a door. Let's get some trapdoors. 2 of them. Okay. And if these change, we'll know that things happened. Is essentially what I'm thinking. So we place this. We place this. We go here. And we place... Oh. And we place a trapdoor. And a trapdoor. My understanding is if redstone emits when this guy changes, either the comparator will trigger it or the redstone will trigger it. And we can do that as well. Okay. I'm going to mute up because I'm going to be coughing and I will let you guys know. Alrighty, some good news and some bad news. The bad news, it did not emit redstone. I watched it as it happened. Nothing. Nothing at all. We can check here. There's no light level. still called the same block, blah, blah, blah. But while that was happening, I looked it up. I looked it up. I was like, I don't know. I can't think of anything else, to be honest. And you'll be happy to know that it's easy. It's easy. It's easy if you know what to do, which is annoying. I will say it's annoying. Like, you just have to know. And I will say, I mean, like, we looked at the book and it just said, yeah, man. But yeah, so let me show you how to do it. Because, I mean, you do the thing. Now, we will need another swapper. We do need two. The tutorial I watched, which I guess, here, let me load that up for you guys. Just to tell you who revealed it to me. Oh, it's classic. Hold on. I don't want to mumble up his name, but it's, yeah, Pilpo. It's Pilpo. He has pretty good videos. I've enjoyed what I've seen from him. Yeah, Pilpo's tutorial for it. So, let's grab another netherite. Bada bing, bada boom. Pow, pow, pow. Skulk me up. Pow, pow. There we go. Yeah, so we need a little bit more of this. That'll be good. Get another swapper, and then we are back in business. The block in question is a sensor. There's a sensor. Now, there's a simple sensor, but I believe we want the advanced sensor. Oh, of course. There we go. Pow, pow, pow. This should be working. Cool. Da-da-da-da-da. Thank you. Smelt it up. Awesome. Let's go swapper. You, pow, pow. Awesome. Okay, so we'll make use of him soon. Get the diamonds for the sensors. Might need a little bit more. If these give 4 each, then we're fine. Which I'm pretty sure they meant to. Oh, almost did some old square and broke everything that we love. I should really automate this to actually break it for me. So that there's not even a risk of me accidentally doing it, you know what I mean? But yeah, so we want these. We want sensors. So, we will get 3. 1 for each place. Good thing we did another one, because sure enough, we didn't have enough. And luckily, you don't have to smelt these. 3 sensors. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, so how do these bad boys work? Well, what we want to do is place this guy next to this guy. So we can place him like that. We can render the area. Cool. And what we want to do is we want to send this guy up 1 and then that way. There he is. So he's now sensing this. What do we want to sense? Well, we want to have an allow list. We want to search for our budding time crystal and drag that in. Now, if you read, there's some red text that says right click for settings. We want to right click this, and then underneath our UI, which I cannot toggle. How do we toggle it? Honestly, being able to toggle this, very handy. So like, it's definitely worth doing. Category, JEI, toggle overlay. Should be a thing, right? Toggle bookmarks, maybe? Possibly. Show or hide bookmark ingredients. Show or hide overlays. Control O. Okay, cool. Let's give that a shot. Control O. Cool. So if we right click this, we get this little section on the left. We can click here and change it to stage. If it's stage 0, which is when you haven't done anything, emit redstone. No, we want when it's at stage 2, or I guess stage 1, if you count 0 as a stage. At stage 1, we want to do that. So the overworld one would be classed as stage, whatchamacallit, as stage 1. Like once it's absorbed all the overworld. Once it's absorbed all of the nether, it would then need to go to stage 2, which is what this should detect, I would have thought. And then stage 3, and then we're back. So we want the overworld one here to be at 1. I'm going to have to manually send this guy. Oh, can we, hold on. Oh, button. But there we go. Cool. And then, yeah, we're going to have to do some changes in the other place. But yeah, okay, so it's going to work. It's going to work fine. It's just, you just have to know to use the sensor block. Okay, cool. So this one is responsible for bringing it in from the overworld. Cool. This one up here is going, oh, it needs power as well. So the other one had power, that's fine. This one I'm going to have to remember to give it power. So power, cool. And then it is the exact same thing. We want an allow list. We want to bring this guy back with Control O. Bring him. Cool. Oh, Control O. We want to hide this overlay. Show this overlay. Down one. Offset. No. Offset. There we go. Cool. We want to right click, stage, and this needs to be stage 2. So, again, if nothing has happened to the crystal, don't do anything. Wait, no. Yeah. I feel like I'm making it so much more confusing for myself and everyone else. If the block in question is the original budding time crystal, emit a redstone signal. That's what this means. If it has absorbed the overworld, emit a redstone signal at 1. If it has absorbed the nether, emit a redstone signal at 2, which is what this is. Cool. So that should have sent it, but it's not bound. So we'll have to bind that. But that's what that means. Okay? That's what that means. Cool. Yeah, cool. So then we jump in the end. Yep. Thank you. Come over here. We should probably bind it. Yeah. We should probably bind it. Nether, and bind it. So that should have worked. It hasn't because it already happened, is my understanding. Meaning I just need to have this do its thing again. So we'll grab our temporary button that we shouldn't need anymore. And that should have worked. Bound to end. Huh. Interesting. It has power. Does the end one not have power, maybe? Maybe. Is that the problem? Survey says? No, survey says he's got power. Says he's bound. Force loaded. Nice. Still force loaded here? Yeah, it looks like it. We're in the claim. Maybe this guy not force loaded. And maybe that's a problem? Well, he is now. Oh, he did. He did do the thing. Okay. Huh? What? Huh? Am I right-clicking the wrong one? What? Do the thing. Pulse. Okay. Cool. Let's just continue. Let's continue and hope that it sends at some point. Am I wrong? Definitely not. I didn't do anything while I was in here. Alright, well, anyhow. Let's go ahead and get this guy set up. So, what do we want to do? We want to have our swapper there. We'll have our sensor here. Perfecto. Break all that stuff. Cool. So, this guy, we can remove the render. Render this guy, send him down a second, add these to 1 and 1 and 1. Voila. Cool. We can unrender him. Awesome. Chuck on our power. Very nice, very nice. Sensor, render, down 1, and then -1 on the Z. Cool. Okay. Control O, bring this guy back. We want to go budding. We want to right click. We want to... We want this guy to be 3, obviously. No, we want this guy to be 0. I've done this wrong. Okay. Sure. Allow list. If that's 0, send it. Cool. Okay. Send it where? Nowhere currently. Okay. Well, listen, this is fine. Everyone relax. Okay, this guy's not bound to anything. We will need our other swapper. Control O. Oh, Control O. Swapper. Did we not do... Am I crazy? Apparently. I swear we... it's fine. Is it fine? Kind of has to be. Cool, that can go there. What do you think the other thing was? Maybe some of this stuff? Swapper. Yeah, okay. Sure. Alright, come on. Do the thing. Make the stuff happen. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. And very nice. Cool. And then, of course, pow pow. Alloy. Oh, alloy. Oh. Ah, yeah, we didn't smelt it. I was thinking there's a chance that's what happened. Cool. Alright, awesome. So, let's try swapper again. What? Ah, blaze gold. Ah. I am but a fool. But a fool in a... In a world. This will be good, though. This will be good. Automated time crystals. Trust me, guys. You guys love it. Pow. We're on shapeless. Awesome. Yoink. Pow. Pow. Cool. Swapper time. Pow. And pow. Okay. So, where do I want this one in the overworld? Yes. It doesn't have to be above it, by the way. I don't know. I'm enjoying this sort of design that we're doing. So, I would place this guy here. Perfect. Yeah, cool. So, let's render 1, 1, 1, -2. Perfect. And I also don't think you need to bring the budding crystals. But that's just what we're doing now. It is what it is. Cool. That should work. So, we're going to right-click that. We're going to go into the end. We're going to right-click the top guy. Okay. And everything should be working except for the stages. Let's go backwards. This one should be checking for stage 3. And then should send. This one should be checking for... Huh? How many stages are there? Wait. Am I missing a dimension? Because if 0 sends it here, then 1 should send it there. But then there's no... Yeah, and then 2. No, but then 3. But then where does 3 go? I'm so confused. Hold on. You know what? I get it. I get it. I know what I'm doing wrong. This guy, I actually want him to send it when it's at stage 3. And then it's going to decay in the overworld. It'll decay to stage 0. Then it will stay in the overworld at stage 0 until it hits stage 1. I get it. I get it. Listen, brain no worky, but that's fine. So in here, it should be stage 2. That sent it. Beautiful. I don't know why it didn't before when I was flicking through it, but we'll pretend that's okay. And then in here... In here, we have this guy at stage 1. Perfect. There you go. It's done. I promise. I promise it's done. We can remove the render, and everything should just do what it do. Which is pretty cool. Okay. Awesome. There you go. It's done. We did it. Now we're literally just waiting for a singular time crystal. Which means we're just waiting on this stuff to do its stuff. Medium time crystal cluster. Do you think a watering can does something? Come on. Gib. Give me a time crystal. Come on. Come on. I don't think it does anything. We are close to getting some sort of time crystal from one of these. I mean, look, that is automated. It is. You might not like to hear it, but that is it automated. What I'm going to do real quick is try to make this area look a little bit nicer. Even slightly. Yeah. That's all. So we'll continue with the spruce planks. We'll trust previous me's judgment. We might even set up like a little fence or something. Maybe. It's not right-click things that we don't want to right-click. Let's bring this back a bit. Let's just like chill, you know? Pow. Pow. Cool. So then, what do you reckon? Do you reckon we have the stone bricks go around? Or do we have a path go around that opens the doors for other stuff. And then, I don't know if we do anything around it, to be honest. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Ah? Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see what happens. Are we... Yeah, I was going to say, surely we have at least some stone bricks. Boom, 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 boom. I do have tools that make building faster, and yet I'm not using them. And I'm also just using stone, which in of itself feels a little bit silly, but... I mean, already, this feels nicer. This little corner of life that we have here. Let's do this. Living in a tree, I'll be honest, I want to destroy it. I do. I don't know. I've left it. I've just come back with a hatred for trees. I don't know if you guys were picking up on it last episode, but man, I could go without some trees. Like, what's this? Come on. Really? Let's get rid of this tree. That tree was a bad tree. Like, what is this? Come on. Truly just despicable stuff happening in the tree community. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay. Is there anything else I want to do this episode? What we can do is I can probably path this up. At some point we made it go down a level. We can continue that. And then I don't know how we make it go up without not making it look horrible, but we can try. Does this... Nice, we nailed it, guys. Honestly, it doesn't look as horrible as I thought it would. How's that? You know what? I don't think it's that bad. I do not understand why we have these trees. I'm sorry, I saw a tree and I just had to just get rid of it. Truly, it's a despicable sight coming from these trees. Pal. I should get magnets working and stuff. I do like a good magnet. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, once again, I would have loved to get a time crystal so that we could at least try out something this episode, but I'm happy they're automated. So it should at least happen. I guess. Does this guy still have a pickaxe? Yeah, cool. Awesome. Sweet. Alright. This part's not working, which is interesting. He's supposed to be getting that stuff, yeah. Interesting. Cool. Awesome. I'll tell you what. I do want to wrap up, but I'll wait here. I'm just going to wait here AFK until it has to do the process, just so that we can watch it. And make sure that it is in fact automated. Yeah, so I'll be back once that starts happening, I guess. It should happen... Yeah. Because I should see when this first turns into a normal crystal, and we wait for it to become an overworld crystal, and then send it... Yeah. I'll be back. Alright. I have waited. Some have become large, but... Like, they're just not doing it. They're not doing the thing. I genuinely... I think I'm just going to break it and place a new one there. How difficult is it to get a new one? No, well, do I have any in cardboard boxes? Just because I want to witness it happen. I don't necessarily care about actually getting the thing. I just want it to work. You know what I mean? Otherwise, you guys just have to take my word for it. What are your thoughts? Is the large done? Because that's the other thing I'm not sure about. Time cluster. Because we've got small, medium, large, and then an actual time cluster. What do we do for the other ones? Yeah, we did just do cluster. We didn't do large. Right? Because Certus also has a large. Yeah, but then... Okay. So it just hasn't done it yet. And we're just waiting for it. Do we think growth accelerators work? Let's find out, I guess. So let's place this here. Right, yeah, that looks like it's facing the right way. And let's power it. Oh, I guess it's wirelessly powered. What do you guys reckon? Do you reckon it's working? I'll tell you what, I don't think it is, just based on the fact that I didn't see it in the setup I watched. You know what I mean? Ugh. I mean, it does look like it's doing something. It's occasionally needing more power in it. Would it do that even if it was just like sitting on the floor? That might be a good tell. How's it doing? It's powered. Yeah, it is still, it's still doing it. Okay. I'll tell you what, you guys are gonna, I just have to take my word for it. I'm gonna have to take my word for it because I don't know if it works. I'm pretty sure it works. Look, it got here, okay? Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed the episode. Hopefully you're enjoying the series. Hopefully me being ill isn't making it too much of a pain to watch these episodes. I think we're pretty on par for normal anyhow. And I cleared a bunch of trees while I was waiting for this guy. I think things are looking quite nice. You know what I mean? Like, it feels a lot nicer having it open. We have this hill now that I didn't know existed that we can, I don't know, do something on, right? This part, oh, what's going on here? This looks silly. Yeah, something definitely burnt. We might need to place some lightning rods. Lightning rods. Boom. Pow. There we go. Problem solved. Cool. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed. Thank you to our donators and our channel members. I'll tell you what. While we wait for this, I don't have a browser open. This is going to take a while. Let me check a look at our current channel members and stuff. I use Opera GX. I'm not sponsored. I wish. Boy, oh boy. Alright. Let's have a look here. How am I going to do this? Where even is it? It's hiding from me. Memberships. Here we go. Classic. Look. Oh, I can't. You know what's annoying? Grabbing the corner of Windows is so difficult for some reason. Okay. Sorry. What are we at? Channel members. Let's have a look. Recently, we got Spitzer. Spitzer Zone. I think we might have even mentioned that when we got Spitzer. Welcome. And then Warnox. We got V-Rifty as well. Yep. People I remember. Andre. Classic. Sorry. I was really trying to hold back that cough. Okay. Cool. Sweet. Awesome. But yeah, genuinely, thank you guys. Thank you for being channel members. Thank you for supporting the channel. Don't feel pressured that you have to or anything like that. Watching the videos, being part of the community is way more than enough. It's phenomenal. Thank you guys so much. Hopefully you've enjoyed. Thank you to our donators. Thank you to our channel members. Thank you to our tier 3 channel members, Melizzy, Fine Phoenix 13, and Space Trooper John. And hopefully I will see you all in the next one. The second I click end recording, this thing's gonna change. Yeah, goodbye.